Hello. So, movement. So I guess we can go over a couple of the basics. I can show you bits and bobs. Um, I will say that a lot of this stuff you kind of get a feel for. You just sort of end up, I would say, just practice a lot. Careful with stuff like sliding because you kind of do that, or like you sort of fluff it, which isn't very good when you're being chased by something very angry. But the more you do it, especially just in game when you're running away from stuff, the more it becomes useful, and the more you end up just like incorporating it into like basic movement and stuff. It's nice to have the sort of these tricks that you can incorporate into your gameplay, just kind of generally. I will say that you do end up missing stuff all the time, so it's no biggie. Like the game's like open enough that you can afford to do that. So I guess we should start. So yeah, so wall pouncing used to be you'd just wall pounce and jump, and then you press space just as you were about to hit the wall. But you can't do that anymore. You just kind of do that instead. Sort of huddle up in corners. Okay, so what did you say? You said pole hopping. Yeah. So, oop, no. So somewhat when we were beta testing, someone found this and sort of went like, "My crazy!" But basically, you're jump, 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 jump. You're very much, yeah. See, I missed it there. You want to be doing it when you're not falling from too high. If you fall from too high, then the timing, like, I mean, you do accelerate pretty fast. Like, look at this. So, yeah, it's quite a narrow window where you can kind of do it realistically. I will say, in terms of like stuff you want to be learning, it's not the most useful. I mean, it's that is kind of useful. So basically, what you do there is you pounce, and then you hold up just as you pounce. Careful that you don't. Oh, careful that you don't do that and then just kind of like fall to your death, which is what you'll see a lot of people doing, especially when you just start the game and you think like, oh, I want to hold up after I pounce so I can grab the ledge and stuff, but you end up just sort of falling off. So you want to do that. You want to hold up so that you're in the upright position, and then jump. But actually, like, do it properly instead of doing what I did. I think there's a... Oh, that was fancy. I've never done that before. I think there's a cooldown on it, your jump as well, so if you do it too early, then you won't be able to just, like, mash jump. Yeah, I don't know about this. Oh, I don't think you can actually... Okay, yeah, you've got to hold up, but then release it up before you actually do it. So pounce, hold up, yeah. See, that was the thing that you're not meant to do. Okay. So you want to pounce, hold up, release, and then don't hold up. Sort of let go, and then tap, but keep holding forward. It's useful if you're in shoreline and you're looking for an unlock at the top near the bridge. Then there's a part that you can get across by doing that. But I will say, it's probably the most useful when you're being chased by a lizard and you don't want to like slow down. It's very good in arena mode, or just like sandbox in general, because there are lots of poles and stuff. You can get up to pretty cool speeds if you can do the darn thing. Okay, so I guess next is sliding. So sliding is a nightmare. It's fine, but the timing is quite tricky. Well, it's not tricky, it's just very like, it's not, you hear, yeah, you're pressing down and jump at the same time, but you're pressing down very, very slightly before. So down jump, but not like that. If you do it too soon, then you'll go into a crouch and sort of doop-a-doop-a-doop. And if you do it too late, then you'll either do a hop or you'll kind of do that, which I can't do because I've conditioned myself not to, right? Yeah, so slide. The slide itself is useful if you want to, we don't really have any tunnels here. Yeah, if you want to sort of go into tunnels quickly, really useful, especially going into pipes at ground level. So you want to do it and then down and forward, or down and jump. It's not actually based off speed, so you can do it more or less from standing still. But as you can see, once you get it, I would just say sandbox mode is really nice because you can practice these things as much as you like in these sort of gym-like areas without any trouble. So what you want to do after you can slide is you want to pounce. So pouncing, I would say you'll jump like that. There's a very strict timing window, so you'll either fluff it like that or you'll do it. I would say just practice as much as possible. Especially whenever you see a flat surface, just try and slide and jump afterwards. Jump. Slide, jump. Slide, jump. Slide, jump. But not like that. You've kind of, there is a rhythm to it. It's something which took me quite a while to do, so, you know, you get it. But that is extremely useful. I would say that's perhaps the most useful thing you can do, because you can basically go from 0 to 60 in about 0 point something seconds. What else? So, you know, backflipping, you know, if you fall from a height and you hold down in a direction, you can roll. And if you fall and you roll and you press jump, you can do, well, not like that, but you can, okay, I'm not high enough. You can do a, okay, we're not doing it. You can do a pounce. So you can chain that with a backflip, because you can roll and you can do a backflip. So backflip and then hold down in a direction, and you can backflip and do it forward, and you can do a pounce. So that's pretty cool. It's less useful than that, but you can sort of mix it up. I guess it would be useful in multiplayer. I don't know, because who has friends who also have Ring World, but it's also good when you don't want to like stop, do a pounce. You can do these sort of very sort of, it looks fancy at least. What else? I think that's about it. You know, you can throw rocks in midair to increase your jump height or your distance, and if you do it while boosting, then you can go even further, which is really cool. Things like generally, if you're falling off platforms, then hold down in a direction and just jump when you hit the ground, and you get these really nice, like, smooth pounces together. Like so. But yeah, so for pole hopping, I would say it is, you've got to do it in quite like here-ish. Don't do it too high, otherwise, okay, well I got it that time. But I would say practice it. You're not generally going to be like jumping from, okay, well there you are. But I would say just make sure you're getting it in like a specific window, and then where you're going to like use it the most. I wouldn't like use it in Looks to the Moon or anything. I would just like kind of It's more fun. I wouldn't, you know. And then sliding, I would say that's probably the most useful. Just hold a direction. You don't have to be holding it for long. You can just be holding it for a second. And hold down and instantly press space. I would say you want to hold down about, you want to press down about a microsecond before you press jump. And final thing, normally if you do a pounce or something, you land crouching. If you jump while you crouch, like so, you do a little bounce, and if you press up during that bounce, you can immediately return to a running animation like that. So you can sort of keep going, no slowdown. But yeah, I think that's about everything. I mean, there's probably some other stuff. To be honest, I just like doing that. I hope this was helpful. If you've got any questions, then feel free to ask. Signing off.